What does it mean to be on an awakened path? When you think awakened path, what comes to mind? What do you feel in your gut? If you clicked on this video, chances are that you are examining that within yourself. What does it mean to walk into your own awakening? Welcome back to Mama Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu, and I'm here this week with an energy practice that is designed to help you sink into and think about and feel into what it means to you to be on an awakened path. We have lots of examples of what that looks like from different spiritual teachers throughout history, mostly men that are highlighted, but there's also women, witches and priestesses and many other examples of those who have chosen to move towards the divine, however they classify it. And in this day and age, we're coming to meet with science, but there's still this duality, an opposition, a war almost between science and spirit. But if you look closer, those two things are coming together. If you look at quantum physics and if you look at what they're learning with the Hadron Collider and with looks into deep space and with our understanding of how nature actually works and how DNA works, there's a coming together. And for me at this time in my life, the way I bring those things together in my heart, mind, and understanding is through yoga. So Ayurveda and the science of yoga and the science of movement and how that expresses itself through me. Meditation, all of that. But awakening is different for each person. And we're all really here to bring ourselves home. Now really feel into that for a moment. What does that mean to you? You are on a path home. And whether you achieve finding home through death or you achieve that through your life and discover who you are through your life, you're still going to arrive at home. So how do you choose to do that? What are the ways of being? What are the teachings that help you walk towards home? There are many different teachings that you can come from. And I highly recommend looking into the 8 limbs of yoga and looking into the Bhagavad Gita and exploring what yoga's history has to offer in terms of wisdom in that way. But Buddhism and Lao Tzu and any First Nations Indigenous culture from First Nations of Canada, as varied and diverse as they are, all the way across Turtle Island down to South America, into Australia, Africa, all Indigenous peoples have many beautiful, insightful, connected, down-to-earth ways of being and ways of knowing how to come home to one's self. At the core of it, this is what I see. And this is this week's energy practice. This is what the universe wants to say through this body about coming home. Like I said, no matter what, you're going to either stumble home or you're going to walk a deliberate path. So therein lies your first key. Are you going to decide to love yourself enough to take yourself by the hand? That little child that went through so much trauma, that survived, that kept on going, that kept their heart open, that kept wondering why and asking questions and being inquisitive, or maybe was squelched and hurt and jaded, maybe taken down a path of self-hatred, of seeing the world as such a cruel place. No matter where you are in life, no matter how you see life, it is your choice to decide whether or not you are walking home, whether you are going to take yourself on an awakened path. Now, I am not discounting that there are other factors involved and that how you walk home is partially determined by your circumstance, your financial circumstance, your demographic, where you come from, how you live, and how you see the world. But no matter what, there has to be that decision to take yourself by the hand and love yourself enough to say, I am going to trust the universe, trust whatever higher power or deeper power, wider power you trust. And say, I'm going to live my full and best life, the best that I know how, the best that I can, and see what magic has to bring my way, what the universe has to bring my way, and walk myself home. And then the second thing is dedication. Now, a lot of people would frame this as belief. I do not like the word belief. I think it traps us. It keeps us stuck into specific ways of being. It narrows our focus. It doesn't allow us to be open to the endless possibilities, to change. But when we dedicate ourselves to something, when we decide that yes, and then we deliberately take steps in that direction, and we do so no matter what life throws at us, no matter what twists and turns we have to take, we decide, we dedicate ourselves, we say, yes, this is the direction I'm moving in. And that could look different for everyone. No matter what you are doing with your life, no matter what your career is, no matter how you make your money, no matter how you live your life, if you have dedicated yourself to walking yourself home, then there are actions you will take each and every day, whether that's meditation, whether that is yoga, whether that is going to a sweat lodge and learning First Nations culture and learning, if it is your roots, if it's not your roots, how to honor those teachings and those roots and ask permission and be present. And maybe that's your path, and maybe your path is to go to fucking Nepal and sit on a mountaintop somewhere. Maybe your path is to be a fashion designer and express change through fashion. Maybe your path to awakening is working in a homeless shelter and serving those in your community. But you will dedicate yourself in some form or another and keep going on that path and take action and be fully absorbed in that. So we have to say yes, we have to choose, and then we have to dedicate ourselves. And then the hardest part really is that we have to let go of all expectations. It's not going to happen how you think it's going to happen. It's not going to turn out how you have it written down on your fucking vision board or in your journal. It's not going to happen the way your business plan is written out, although all of those things are good ideas. Have your vision, know what it is, and then let go of the expectation. Let go of what it means, because when you make that decision and you put that dedication in, you will have to go through many different valleys and alleyways within yourself to heal. And once you decide to awaken, you send a signal to the universe, and the universe responds with, okay, then you need to do this work. I'm going to open this space. If you want this to happen, then we're going to gather energy there and we're going to work there. And you have no idea. You have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea one day to the next. I had no idea I was going to be sitting on top of Gonzales Hill today doing this energy practice. I had no idea how this energy practice was going to move through me. I knew that you self wanted to talk about this. I tuned into that. I listened deeply. And I don't know why today, this week, this is the energy practice for this week. The universe is telling me it is, though, and I'm listening. And it has taken me through adventures. It has taken me through valleys in myself. It has taken me to internal learning and emotion and figuring things out in order to finally be sitting here to be able to relate this information to you that is just my source interpreting what the universe wants to unfold out of my being, to relate to you, to pass to you, beloved. Pass this information so that maybe it might spark something in you, open something up inside of you, help you to awaken, to feel energized, to unfold story within your DNA on your awakened path. And that is beautiful. That gives me fucking so much joy. That makes me come alive. That maybe what wants to move through me as a story, as part of my awakening path, part of my walk home, may in some way ignite knowing and clarity and adventure and joy and a sense of yes, and I'm going to open my arms wide to the universe kind of state of being in you. That makes me dance with joy. But I didn't know I was going to be here. And I can't predict that, and I can't predict how my business will unfold. It's already taken so many twists and turns that are different than how I anticipated, and I just got to go with it. I got to keep my vision. I got to hold it open and keep moving forward the best way I know how, and then watch what happens. And that is the awakened path. That is walking oneself home. That and having enough courage to love oneself enough to trust the universe that there is a home to walk to. Because admit it, you think about it. What happens after I die? I become one with Source. I go home to Source, to whatever that source looks like. What does your source look like? What do you imagine your source to look like? How do you amalgamate with the universe? What is your tone, your vibration, your color, your shape? In the strands of the all that is, in the spaces between things, in the womb of the mother. So some food for thought here in Victoria on Gonzales Hill, checking out Craigdarroch Castle across the way there. I hope this practice serves you well. I'd love to hear what you have to say about your journey home in the comments below. Let me know. And I hope that you resonated with this practice today, that it came at exactly the right time, because I love you, beloved. I believe in you. And I can't wait to see you next time. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more of this kind of content, and let's create community. I can't wait to see you again soon.